When you confess to your dream goal, you wait anxiously, and she finally says yes. You are so excited, already picturing a happy future together. But maybe what's waiting for you isn't just romantic days. It is an endless mountain of bills. This happens all the time in China. You have to pay the bill on days, buy gift on holiday, and even transfer cash into her account when she is in a bad mood or on anniversaries. In China, it is totally normal for a guy to cover every single expense, or just hand over pure cash to their girlfriend. Maybe receiving free cash just really made people very happy. There was a very popular topic on the Chinese internet asking, can a girl split the dating cost with a man? Out of hundreds of comments, almost everyone say no. One of the top comments say, I cannot accept this. A man who calculates everything is too smart with money and refuse to lose a little money before the marriage. Will only become more stingy and cheap after the marriage. And I had never heard of a rich man asking her partner to share dating expense. Only the men at the bottom of society, who are super stingy, will jump out and down in the comment demanding to split the bill. The idea that only poor men split the bill with girls is very common in China. I am not sure if foreign countries have similar views, but in China, not only girls think this way, but many boys also agree. Many guys think, if I don't spend money on a girl, how can I say I love her?
不给女生花钱，指定不爱她吗？
应该呀，男生挣钱就给女人花的吗？
About 10 years ago, the whole society praised this idea. People would say such a man is loyal and willing to give everything to his girlfriends, which is a standard of a good man. But in recent years, when people see stories about this man, they often call them Tian Gou, which literally translates to licking dogs. This means they act like a dog, give out everything just to please their girlfriend, and show their loyalty. People also say this man have raised the standard of the dating market and create more and more gold digger. Why are these men being criticized now? Because with their endless giving, many girls will look at them and think, other people's boyfriends treat their girlfriends so well, sending money on holiday and give them all their salary. I want that too. So they will demand that their own boyfriend spend a lot of money on them as well. There was one very hot topic in China. A boyfriend earned 20,000 yuan a month and give his girlfriend a 2,000 yuan credit limit to spend freely. But she was very unhappy. The reason was her brother-in-law earned 8,000 yuan a month, but was willing to give her sister a 5,000 yuan limit. Her hidden meaning was probably this: her brother-in-law only made 8,000 but give 5,000, which is more than half of his income, while her boyfriend made 20,000 but only give 2,000, which is just 1/10. So he definitely doesn't love her enough. So to prove his love, her boyfriend feels forced to keep spending more and more. In an environment like this, spending money seems to be the only way for a man to show sincerity. Gradually, more and more women realize something. The money they made for working hard for a whole year may be less than the gift and cash they get from dating for a few months. So a part of them get a new idea. They simply turn dating into a way to make money. As long as someone is chasing them, they demand that the man keep buying gifts and sending money to prove his love. If he gives too little, it means he didn't love her enough, and she will change to another boyfriend who is more willing to pay. They treat men like working ATMs. Some people so even more carefully. If they have to date a guy anyway, it didn't matter who he was. So why not pick the richest one? That way they could maximize their gains. Therefore, the most common requirement for many people in the marriage market is that the man must have money. Of course, they usually say it more politely, asking for a house, a car, and saving. On top of that, he must treat me well, which basically means he was willing to spend money on me. This directly filters out men with a very strict condition. It seems that when money equals love, people without money don't deserve love. At first, many people just saw spending money on a girlfriend as a way to express love. But when the money standard for raise higher and higher, it attracts larger group of people who date purely for profit. For these people, does it matter if you love them or not? In my opinion, whether you are willing to spend money on them is actually the first priority. What's crazier is that someone specially studied how to attract high-spending men, make rich boyfriend, and even manage many relationships at the same time. If one person give a little, ending many people together, make a big amount, right? In China, this kind of girl is called 捞女. The English word gold digger also very directly describe this kind of person using the excuse of freedom to get money. For them, love, marriage, and even children can all become bargaining chips to access wealth for men. Men are just tools for them to achieve financial freedom. To meet rich men efficiently, a complete packaging process has now been formed. The mainly has three parts. The first part is to improve their physical appearance through various plastic surgeries. What they focus on is fast. Fast to meet rich people, fast to build good feeling, and fast to convert the relationship. Therefore, a superior look is extremely important. After all, there is no time to solely chat and beauty feeling little by little. An appearance that gives a visual impact and make people fall in love at the first sight is more efficient key to open the door. Of course, look alone are far from enough. This brings us to the second part, packaging their daily life to build a socialized image. In China, there are these socialized sharing groups, where a group of people chip in to share luxury lifestyle. For example, if someone wants nice photo to packaging their social media, they will think of taking picture at the high-end afternoon tea. They usually choose the cheapest afternoon tea for two, but even that is no cheap. So, they form a group of 6 to share it. But here is the problem. Can 6 people go in with 2-person meal? Of course no. So their method is, nobody is a fool. The first group take photo and leave, and the next group goes in to take more photo. They even share hotel room. 40 people share one night in high-end hotel. Someone in the group asks, can 40 people fit into one hotel room? Don't worry. They will go into the room in group of 5 a different time to take photo. They even remind each other not to get the best room dirty, so everyone can turn wearing them for photo. I just wonder if the hotel receptionist would think the system had a bug when seeing 40 people check into same room. The last part is communication skills and social circle training. There are many such dating masters on the Chinese internet. They post video teaching girls how to systematically talk to men and get them to spend money on them. How do these people even qualify as a dating master? According to their own ads, more of them had years of experience dating rich guys and getting them to cover all their expense. To put it simply, they are professional gold diggers who now sell their chicks to others. There was once a famous slogan for one course, how I got a man to spend 180,000 yuan on me, in just 3 sentences.
3句话让男人为我花了18万。
Price for this course range from a few thousands to tens of thousands of yuan. The most expensive one is one-on-one private coaching with a dating master, which can cost out to millions of yuan. They customize a training plan based on the target rich guy hobbies. If he likes wine, she learn wine tasting. If he likes the piano, she learn to play the piano. They even manufacture accidental encounter with rich guy, guiding students step by step on how to hook them. And once a student locked down a rich guy, she turned around and became a dating master herself, selling her experiment to the next group of girls. After all this layer of packaging, this woman looked beautiful, as elegant, and had an almost perfect persona. Even if they called purpose is just to get money, they are much more attractive in the marriage market than normal women, and it is much easier for them to make men willing to give them money. Ordinary girls looking for real love don't stand a chance against these fully armed professional players. As a result, it is even harder for normal girls to find their right partner. Even worse, even so, gold diggers are only very small group of people in any society. Their story and word are often too crazy, which naturally attract a lot of attention and spread wider and wider. This easy make people feel that all women only care about money. This make many people think when suffering the internet. Why are there so many gold diggers in society? This also continue destroy the trust between men and women, making more and more people afraid to believe in love. But actually, the vast majority of people in society, both men and women, still desire love and simply want someone honestly to walk through life with. Sure, many people may expect you to cover all the dating expense, but a lot of people don't put their views online. In reality, there are far more people out there who are willing to share everything with you.